We have some major breaking news in Formula One as it has been announced that Christian Horner has been sacked and has been fired from Red Bull as team principal. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to your video. As I just said a second ago, we had some pretty massive major breaking news this morning as it has been announced that Christian Horner has officially been sacked and has been fired from Red Bull effective immediately. Here's the announcement and statement and put out by F1's Twitter and their account as well. Christian Horner to exit Red Bull with immediate effect with Laura McKees taking over as CEO. A managerial shuffle is taking place at Red Bull with Laura McKees replacing Christian Horner as CEO of the operation. Horner has held this role for 20 years. The Briton leading the Red Bull for their first season back in 2005. Here's what a Red Bull spokesperson said. Red Bull has released Christian Horner from his operational duties with effect from today and has appointed Laura McKees as CEO of Red Bull Racing. Oliver Mensah, CEO Principal and Investment, thanked Christian Horner for his exceptional work over the last 20 years. We would like to thank Christian Horner for his exceptional work over the last 20 years. With his tireless commitment, experience, expertise, and innovative thinking, he has been instrumental in establishing Red Bull Racing as one of the most successful and attractive teams in Formula One. Thank you for everything, Christian, and you will forever remain as an important part of our team history. As part of the managerial shuffle, current Racing Bulls racing director Alan Permain will be promoted to team principal as a sister outlet. Here's Laura McKee said, "The last year and a half has been an absolute privilege to lead the team with Peter basically leading the Racing Bulls team. It's been an amazing adventure to contribute to the birth of Racing Bulls together with all our incredible people. The spirit of the whole team is incredible, and I strongly believe that this is just the beginning. Alan is a perfect man to take over now and continue our path. He knows the team inside out and has always been an important pillar of our early success." Alan Permain added, "I feel very honored to take on the role as team principal and would like to thank Oliver and Helmut for the trust they've shown in me. I'm looking forward to working with Peter to continue the good work that both him and Laurent have done and taken this team forward. It's a new challenge for me, but I know that I can count on the support of everyone within me." This is one of the biggest Formula One stories we have seen in quite some time. I think this is the biggest Formula One story since it was announced that Lewis Hamilton was going to go to Ferrari about a year or so ago. And we haven't really seen much from Lewis Hamilton outside of a sprint win so far this year. I think that this comes from the fact that there, of course, has been a ton of tension happening over at Red Bull. You know, a lot of people from Red Bull, the original Red Bull regime, when Max got over there, everyone except Helmut Marko and Jos Verstappen have basically been over there at that program. To my understanding, there was a lot of talk about them trying to get rid of Christian Horner about a year or so ago, and there was a lot of tension behind the scenes that really caused this. And since about a year or so ago, a lot of the big name individuals at Red Bull have left. Jonathan Wheatley went over to work, I believe, with one of the other organizations, maybe the Alfa Romeo team, if I'm not mistaken. Went over to work with the Stake team, I'm pretty sure, can't remember exactly, but he left the team not too long ago. And Adrian Newey went over to work at Aston Martin. And Aston Martin, while they've struggled so far, there's a chance of the new Honda program coming in 2026 with Aston Martin going over away for the Mercedes plan. I do believe that there is a very good chance that that team is really going to step up and get into a really good position. They just had a solid run, I believe, for both their cars this past weekend. So I think that there's a car, and I think it's going to look really good for them. And then I think of, other people that have left the team and recently as well from the organization. And then you think about this too. What does this mean for Max Verstappen? With Christian Horner leaving, does Max Verstappen stick around, or does Max Verstappen decide to jump ship away from that team? Let's be real and honest with ourselves. Max Verstappen has been carrying that car so far this year. He has been the best guy in the Red Bull team in the history. I know Sebastian Vettel won 4 straight championships and around 50 races with that organization. But let's be real and honest. Max Verstappen's been carrying that car. He's already got a win so far this year at Japan. And they were also saying, the second driver always sucked at the team. So it's not drivers so you can basically give some justification for Sergio Perez, I would say. And then you can give justification for Yuki Tsunoda. Everyone's been in that second car, like Liam Lawson, because Yuki Tsunoda is not doing a good job in that car, but I don't think Yuki Tsunoda is the problem. The Red Bull has been struggling. Max, like I said, has been carrying that car. Basically, you have the second Red Bull that's having no chances really to get inside the top 10 most weeks, while Max Verstappen is up there contending for wins. So now, again, the big question is, does Max Verstappen jump ship and move away from Red Bull at the end of the year, go to Mercedes? He does technically have a contract, I believe, through 2028 with Red Bull, but he does have an exit clause in his contract where he could potentially go to Mercedes. There's been a lot of rampant rumors and a lot of rampant speculation that Max is going to leave the team at the end of this year and go over and sign that contract for Mercedes, which if that's the case, that is going to be really, really huge because Max has won so many races. As for Christian Horner, Christian, like I said, has been there for a very long time. I believe that they have won 8 or 9 Formula One championships. They won 4 championships with Sebastian Vettel from around 2009 up until 2012. And then Max Verstappen, of course, went 4 in a row from 2021 up until the end of 2024. And Max still has a chance to win the championship this year, but very likely, unless the McLarens clearly fumble, the McLarens are going to win the championship, and likely it's going to be Lando or Oscar getting that championship done this year in Formula One. But this is significant because, again, Christian Horner has been with this team for so long. And to see him get just fired from the organization is absolutely wild, right? Like, you know, there's been people saying that this could happen, but I don't think anyone expected that this was going to happen. And they didn't really give a reason why he was fired. I would have to think maybe some sub with the 2026 car. That's, again, one of the reasons why Max is talking about leaving to go to Mercedes at this point. Kimi Antonelli also is still expected to return to the program next year. But what does it mean for Christian Horner? Does Christian go to another team, or does Christian just say, screw this, I'm not going to be part of Formula One going forward? To be honest, I don't really know at this point. I don't know what Christian Horner is going to do in the future, right? Because I just don't know what options he is going to have on the table at this point. Does another team try to pick him up? Do you create another toxic environment? Does another team for, let's say, I don't know, the Audi team go after him for next year? Does, like, maybe Mercedes probably not going to go after if Max is over there. But does, like, another team go after him? Like, I don't know, let's say Ferrari, for example. I mean, they can go after him if they want to at this point. I think Laura McKees will probably do a solid job over there at Red Bull, but the raceable cars have gotten faster than the Red Bull cars, so I would have to say maybe we'll see improvement from the Red Bulls in the future, but I just don't know at this point. But this is huge news that just coming out of the blue this morning. I don't think anybody expected that Christian Horner was going to get fired. I think that this is wild and absolutely crazy that Christian Horner is no longer working at Red Bull. Very shocking and very surprising news this early morning here in the world of Formula One. So, that is going to be today's special breaking news report on Christian Horner being fired from Red Bull. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go some more of that and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your thoughts about the shocking news of Christian Horner being fired from Red Bull? Let your thoughts in the comments below. In about an hour or so from now, you're going to see the race picks for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Sonoma Raceway. Then there probably is going to be more news dropping later today as day progresses and goes on. Then we are going to have Xfinity race picks as well dropping today. Tomorrow, we're going to have a big NASCAR news video dropping on the channel. If a lot of news is expected to release over the course of the next couple of days, there might be 2 news videos dropping. And then on Friday, we should be having we probably on Friday are going to have the schedule predictions of 2026 on the NASCAR side of things. And we'll have Xfinity Series reactions qualifying as well. Then Saturday and Sunday we'll have reactions to the Xfinity and the Cup Series races as well. We got content coming out, people like Haley Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Cards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, Sam Mayer, Charlotte Creed, Cleve's Front, Dodge Ram, Formula One, NASCAR, all that good stuff. Tony Breidinger, you name it, all the good stuff. We'll be talking about the channel of Kyle Larson and other stuff, and Karskoff as well, and the Connor Research Junior Motorsports in the coming days and weeks. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.